Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Heavy rain is causing widespread flash flooding in many parts of the Hunter. The SES has responded to almost 250 calls for help over the last 24 hours as rainfall intensifies. Crews have performed 7 flood rescues, all for people in vehicles trapped in floodwater. One person has been taken to hospital. A range of warnings are in place for heavy rain and strong winds across the Hunter and mid-north coast. Emily Barton from the SES says crews are scrambling to address water over the roads.
We're, of course, very busy and we are responding to a number of calls for assistance for water over road. However, people should check the live traffic app for the latest road closures and information on that front.
Police say a man out on bail is responsible for robberies on 2 Newcastle service stations last night. Just after 7:30, a man asked the attendant at a petrol station on Parry Street, Newcastle West, to use the bathroom. It's alleged he returned wearing a face covering and demanded cash before fleeing the store. Then just before 11 p.m, police say a man entered a service station on Maitland Road at Mayfield and threatened a worker who activated an alarm. The man fled after unlocking the front doors. Police later arrested a 24-year-old man at a unit on Fowler Street, Hamilton South. He's been refused bail to front Newcastle local court today. Police say they're aware of concerns about teen violence at Maitland. Peter Hislop has more.
This month, a video posted to social media shows teens in a violent scuffle at Stockland Green Hills. Locals say it points to an ongoing problem of antisocial behaviour at Maitland's biggest shopping centre and around the region. But Port Stephens Hunter Crime Manager Detective Inspector Ranald Urquhart says there's no cause for alarm.
There's no evidence that youth crime in this district is higher than anywhere else. I'd say that from the start.
Police say they're putting preventative measures in place to work with teens and say they've got a good working relationship with centre management.
A woman who was hit by a car while waiting at a bus stop at Glendale last week is now in a stable condition in hospital. Police say at about 4 p.m. on Friday, emergency crews were called to Main Road to report a vehicle had crashed into a bus shelter. The 28-year-old woman was taken to the John Hunter Hospital in a critical condition. She's now stable. Police say no charges have been laid at this stage, but an investigation into the circumstances leading up to the crash is continuing. Local produce stores are offering alternatives to Coles and Woolworths at a competitive price. Residents are flocking to the alternatives as bills rise. Newcastle Produce Store and Apple a Day say they can reduce costs from around 15 to 30% compared with the big food corporations. Owner Serene Morris says walking away from the big two can support local commerce.
Large supermarkets and corporations have their place and we all use them. However, what small business brings is it brings life and soul and interest to the local community. If we had our community without any small or local businesses in it, it would be a very dull kind of place to live.
To NURFM Sport.
The Hunter Wildfires fought hard throughout their game against Northern Suburbs to come away with the 40-20 win to see them sit top of the Shute Shield ladder. Number 8, Phil Talalava's pace, power and skill was too much for his opponents, going over for a try before setting up one for winger Frankie Noel. Coach Scott Coleman says the 20-year-old's attention to detail is impeccable. The Knights have fallen to their 7th defeat of the NRL season, going down 28-6 at home to the Eels. Injury woes keep coming for Newcastle, with Bradman Best ruled out with a hamstring injury just hours before kick-off, and Jacob Saifidi unable to finish the game with a calf complaint. Skipper Kalen Ponga says his side just need to keep working hard.
There's no other answer to it. We've just got to put our heads down and work. People are learning some harsh lessons, that's for sure. But as long as they're lessons and we get better, that's all you can sort of ask for.
Newcastle's Dylan Hunter and Kiva Bray have won the Josh Hazelwood and Alex Blackwell medals for New South Wales Male and Female Country Cricketers of the Year. Hunter have finished third in the New South Wales Country Rugby Union Championships. Their 43-21 loss to the Central Coast confirmed they wouldn't be coming home with the Caldwell Cup, but they fought back to win the third place playoff 32-19 over Illawarra. And West's Leagues trailed at every break against Nova Thunder before pulling ahead in the fourth quarter to come away 49-48 winners in Newcastle Championship Netball. That's sport. I'm Will McGrath.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 9, 19, 31, 37, 40 and 44, and the supplementaries are 5 and 11. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.